Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this new week, new energies this week. Jupiter entered into Cancer yesterday on Monday. I don't know about you, but I've been experiencing it incredibly powerfully. So, things are changing, evolving, new energies are opening up, and I'm really hoping that the videos this week are going to be helpful in terms of supporting you opening to these new energies. So I'm welcoming you to this new week together in the Warrior of Peace tribe, and especially warm welcome to anyone who has newly joined us. I hope that you will find that we are a playful and wise and bandy little tribe of heart-centered, beautiful people. And I hope that you will feel very comfortable reaching out and engaging with people. So let us begin by invoking the violet flame for our tribe for this coming week, as well as for the United States and for the world. And so I am feeling very drawn to invoking the lilac fire of Source again. This invocation was composed by Diana Cooper and Tim Wilde. And this is a combination of the violet flame as well as the energy of Archangel Mary. So I'm just showing an image. This is from the Diana Cooper Archangel Oracle deck. And it's a really beautiful image of Archangel Mary. Some people had posted or sent me messages saying, "Oh, I didn't know that Mother Mary was an archangel." And just to say what I understand is that Mother Mary was a human embodiment, human emanation of Archangel Mary. So they are not the same. Archangel Mary is an energetic being. And this card really communicates a love and a gentleness with how she's holding the baby. And I think that we can all benefit from receiving that kind of gentleness and care, especially in these demanding times. So I am bringing in Archangel Mary as part of the Violet Flame invocation for this week. So this is the lilac fire of Source, and I will repeat it 3 times. And if you have an amethyst, if you would like to grab it, you can. I am the lilac fire of Source. I am the flame of love. I am the wings of freedom. I am the song of joy. I am the heart of the new golden age. I am ready. Bathe me in your light. I am the lilac fire of Source. I am the flame of love. I am the wings of freedom. I am the song of joy. I am the heart of the new golden age. I am ready. Bathe me in your light. I am the lilac fire of Source. I am the flame of love. I am the wings of freedom. I am the song of joy. I am the heart of the new golden age. I am ready. Bathe me in your light. And so it is. So that's the kind of thing is one thing that we can do for the people of this time is invoking the violet flame for transmuting the hatred, the anger, the lower vibration, the ignorance, transmuting that into lighter, higher vibration energies of joy and gratitude. So that's one thing that we can do for people in our time. So things are picking up some steam in the Warrior of Peace tribe. So we launched the 30-day gift empowerment program, and we had our first Q&A call on Sunday. And people are reporting that they are having dynamic experiences already. And some are even having really magical things happen. Like it's like how is this possible that this happened? So I'm really delighted at how people are clicking right in to the benefits of this program so soon. And it's another really warm group. So just to let you know that the next 30-day Warrior of Peace program, I'll be offering that in July. So if you would like to have an experience of raising your vibration and raising your understanding of yourself and moving into a better place, I would warmly invite you to join the next 30-day program. So, as promised, I am asking all of you to respond to a community survey. We did the first community survey in early 2025, and the results of that survey, they that's another example of something really magical happening. The results of that survey led to really powerful things happening in our community. And so it felt to me like it's time to check in with the tribe again and to see, what's top of mind. What kinds of things are you interested in exploring with me and in this community? So I have included the link to our June survey below this video. And I really ask you to take 5 minutes and to fill it in. This is your way of, having input, having a voice on our future. And I really do care about what you have to say. It means the world to me because this needs to be, like a dynamic that's flowing back and forth between us. It can't just be, me posting videos. I really need for us to engage in relationship and to be forming something together. So I ask you, please fill in the survey. I'm putting it up for this week and next week. So there will be a 2-week window for you to respond to the survey. And I assure you that I will be carefully reading what you have answered to the survey because I care and I really value you responding to the survey. So I counted it up and I have now done over 180 15-minute calls with tribe members since we began this journey November 6th last year. And I would like to continue having calls, meeting members of the tribe. And the way to get this moving is to sign up for my newsletter. And then when you sign up, that then signals me that you're there. And I now have a way to contact you through your email address. And then I'll reach out and invite you to so we can schedule a 15-minute Zoom to meet one another. And I can't tell you how much I value being able to hear, face to face, really meeting people and hearing what's on your mind. These calls mean the world to me and they really shape me. They impact me. And so, again, that's part of, us having a relationship with each other. So I really value the 15-minute calls, and I hope that you will initiate that by signing up for my newsletter so that then I have a way of contacting you and we can set up a call. And just to say, and it's no problem if you decide that you do not want to continue receiving my newsletter. As you know, you can always click the unsubscribe if you're not finding it helpful. So, the videos for this week are going to be how to deal with Trumper ignorance, the power and the risk in community, and another meditation. And this time, a meditation for transforming grief. So, thank you to the tribe member who asked for a meditation for healing grief. So, I will be giving a juicy personal update in a moment. But first, I would like to thank everyone who is participating in the 1111 Peace Prayer Wave. So I am showing up there pretty much every day, posting on the Peace Prayer Wave. And it is another way for us to connect as community and to be infusing peace into this world. So it's a lovely initiative. And I look forward to it growing and gaining more momentum as time goes forward. I would also, from my heart, like to thank all of the sponsors for this week's videos. So these are people who are contributing through my Patreon account. I cannot tell you what it feels like to me, how wonderful it feels to know that you value what I'm doing and that you support it by being Patreon members. So let us all thank these sponsors for this week's videos. AM, BH, CG, CF, DC, EK, JC, JG, JK, JM, and TE. And also a big thank you to MW for her $200 donation through 2025, and AF for recently sending me $20 in the mail and a handmade card. So if you would like to be in energy exchange with me in that way, I do invite you to join my Patreon crew. It's another way for us to be connected, but of course, there are many ways for us to be connected. So it is just one of many. And I invite you that if you would like to have that kind of exchange with me, then I would love your support. So, a personal update. So maybe I'll just take a moment to take a sip of tea. And if you've got some tea or a drink there, you could take a sip too. Okay. So quite a bit has been happening for me. So I don't know how many of you are familiar with Dr. Bruce, the sleep doctor as seen on Oprah. I took a sleep course given by Dr. Bruce. It was probably in 2021. And so started working with his sleep chronotypes and adjusting my schedule to suit my sleep chronotype. And so the interesting thing that has happened is I found out that my sleep chronotype has changed. So I was originally a dolphin, and Dr. Bruce, he says that it is extremely rare that anybody's chronotype changes, but he said that sometimes dolphins, when they have healed more of their PTSD, they will shift into a different chronotype. So this was very exciting news for me that when I took the quiz a week ago, I came out as a bear. And so this is exciting news for me. And so I've been really working with changing some things up on my schedule, like when I do exercise and things like that, according to what he recommends for bears. So if you've never taken his sleep quiz, I will put the link below this video, and you can take his sleep quiz too. And I would love to hear what your sleep chronotype is. There's 4 different chronotypes, and all of them are very unique, and it's just kind of interesting. So if you'd like to share what your chronotype turns out from taking the quiz, I would love to hear it. You can share it in the comments below. And so I thought that it might be interesting to share that I had this experience of on Sunday, I I caught some negative energy from someone that I was talking with, and I didn't realize it, but I was just noticing yesterday that, I had a headache and I just wasn't feeling like myself. And I said to myself, am I sick? And I'm like, no, I'm not sick. And so that's when I realized I think I have picked up somebody else's energy. And so I listened to Steve Nobel's ultraviolet flame affirmations, and I did a full energetic clearing protocol, including clearing entities and implants and miasmas. Like, it was kind of the most extensive energy clearing protocol that I've come across. And I just felt so much better. So I thought that I would just share this because sometimes we can be feeling really out of it and we don't know why. And a lot of times it's because we've picked up somebody else's energy. And It doesn't help anybody else for us to pick up their energy, and it definitely doesn't help us. So I want to encourage all of us, including myself, to raise our awareness of when we are feeling a bit out of it, checking in and seeing, have I picked up somebody else's energy, and then doing something about it. So there's all kinds of things that you can do. You can even do a search on YouTube and find interesting ways of clearing your energy. And basically, it's a matter of figuring out what works for you. So I thought that I would share that as a, kind of a reminder or a little kick in the seat of the pants, to really be taking care of yourself energetically. And so the last update that I thought I would share is that I am dealing with a challenge in my new beautiful home. So everything is so amazingly wonderful about my home. I'm sure that Zoom is blocking this out, but I've got my balcony window open here and I'm hearing all kinds of birds chitter-chattering out there. I love, I almost feel like I'm in nature because it's so close right outside my window. I could probably even shift this and you can see, like literally, this is how close I am to nature. And of course, I think I've mentioned before that sometimes deer come out there. So I love feeling like I'm in nature. Even as, I'm at my desk here by my desk is right by the sliding glass window. So I feel like I'm spending large parts of my day in nature, which is amazing. And the woods is a 5-minute walk up the hill, and the ocean is a 5-minute walk down the hill. And my apartment itself is it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So I'm loving it. And what is this challenge that has arisen? I was told this was a non-smoking building. I had to sign a lease, um, you know, agreeing that I would absolutely not smoke anything in here. And I have discovered that there are smokers all around me. There's a gentleman who's one story down, one unit over, who loves to smoke on his balcony, and his smoke comes right into my windows. It's like there's something about the airflow that his smoke, especially, is just coming into my unit. So I'm in the midst of this challenge. And so, first of all, when I saw this apartment, I specifically asked the agent. I read reviews about this building, and people were complaining about smoking outside. Do you allow people to smoke outside? And the agent said, no, nobody is allowed to smoke outside. So I thought I was moving into a non-smoking building and nobody smokes outside, that this is something that had changed. But what changed is that 18 months ago, they decided to make it a non-smoking building, but they grandfathered in all the smokers so they can continue smoking. So that's the state of affairs. And from what I'm gathering, the management is overwhelmed by the idea of how to make it a fully non-smoking building. So their solution is basically, when people decide to move or if they die, then like eventually over years that it will evolve into a non-smoking building. So this is my challenge, and I'll just share how I am relating with the challenge, because I want to deal with it on a spiritual level. Like I don't want to just be, just banging my head against a wall. So it's for me, it's a combination of the spiritual underpinning and the practical steps that I'm taking. So one thing that I did on the spiritual level is I did one of Steve Nobel's meditations, guided meditations. It's an insight meditation. I have done it before and I have found it so helpful. And so this meditation guides you to tune into your subconscious mind, to your conscious mind, and your higher self's perspective on an issue. And so when I went through this meditation, my subconscious mind, and again, this is the smoking situation in the building, My subconscious mind saw this big, bulky, like black devil figure just trudging around and like throwing his weight around. And everybody was afraid of him and overwhelmed by him. And so basically, he was just ruling the world. And it was like this hopeless, helpless kind of situation. So that's how my subconscious mind was experiencing this bully devil. And my conscious mind showed me this young man. I would guess maybe like, 25, 27, a bit, actually probably around the length of my hair, blonde hair. And he was in this shining silver armor. And he had this slim sword that was very sharp. And he was just, gracefully, moving the sword around. And what the image was telling me was to be expecting the situation to be easily cut through, like a hot knife through butter. And so don't expect it to be really hard to do. Expect it to be really easy to do. So that was a very interesting alternative perspective to my subconscious mind's perspective. And then my higher self, the perspective that it gave me was that I was needing this experience. My soul had called in this experience now to further strengthen me. And this wasn't part of the meditation, but what it calls to mind is I had heard about this experiment. I don't even know if this is true, but the experiment that I was told about was that there were these scientists that wanted to create the ultimate trees. So they created this dome, they created this just perfect environment for trees to grow in. And so these trees that they grew there, they just they just flopped over. Like they definitely did not thrive. And what apparently they had learned from this experiment is that trees in nature, they have to deal with like strong winds sometimes and things like that. And that it's through these challenges that they grow strong. And that if there are no challenges, if everything's just perfect environment, then they become very weak. So that's kind of the feeling that I get is that life is giving me this opportunity to develop some muscle and strength of character. So so that's how I first felt with it on a spiritual level. And then I think it was probably the next morning, I did a Google search for the Nova Scotia Tenancy Board and smoking neighbors. And it didn't take me long to find an amazing resource that had a whole lot of suggestions for tenants who are being impacted by the smoke of other tenants. And it gave this whole list of resources for landlords that are wanting to make their building non-smoking. So, so one of the key things that I got from my list is that I need to create a log of exactly what I'm experiencing, what time of day, which day. So the date, the time, and what I experienced. So I've now been carefully logging everything that I have been experiencing. And also, if I'm having any communications with another smoker, what the communication was that happened. So I am now keeping a log. And because I'm a bit of a tech person, I had to feel my way into the easiest way for me to be keeping my log. So what I finally opted for was creating a Google Sheet. And so with this Google Sheet, I can access it from my computer. If I'm at my computer, I can access it easily from my phone. If I'm, in another room with a phone, it makes it really easy for me to put another entry into my log. So that's an aside. I'm a bit of a tech nerd, and I really like making things easy to use with technology. So I have requested a meeting with the operations manager of the building, Khalil, And so the man in the office, Calvin, he said that he would request that meeting for me. The hope is that that meeting will happen this week, and so it'll be a chance for me to meet him. And I'm thinking, maybe I'll give him a copy of, the beginning of my log, and also share with him about these resources for landlords that want to make their buildings non-smoking. And my thinking is that if it can become so that it feels doable for them, then they will be more likely to take steps towards making it a non-smoking building. So, to be continued. But I thought, I would just share with you this kind of challenge that's arisen and how I am meeting the challenge. And I hope that that will inspire you for meeting your own challenges. So if that anything pops into your mind from what I just shared, I hope that you will share in the comments below, and we can we can build resources and inspiration together. Sound good? Okay, so that's it for our community update for this week, and I will look forward to seeing you in the following videos. So have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you soon.